Today, I want to talk about my new favorite app, and that is called Focus Friend. And it's a very unique app, at least from my perspective. I've never used an app quite like this before, based around helping you focus. That's the whole name of the game for this app. And I talked recently about saying grace at meals, and I have a hard time focusing in regard to just eating my meal. I'm always focused on so many different things. I have a hard time focusing when it comes to tasks. I can get distracted very easily because I'm usually in front of a computer and it's one click away from, going on YouTube and going on some, journey like I did the other day, finding out my personality type and all that. So it's so easy for me to get lost in the weeds, and focusing is one of the things that's going to help me get the things that I want, or at least get the things that I need to get done. So I am, looking for, advice on how to focus and things like that. And one of the things that I read in an article from an email was this app beats out ChatGPT. And I was like, what's this app? And so I'd read, I get it from Nice News. So I'll link to Nice News in this, and I'll link to the app Focus Friend. And it was talking about how it's the way that they go about using this app, or the features in the app allow it to be like you are trying to help someone focus. And in helping someone else focus, you can then focus. So how does the app work? Well, in the app, there's a little bean, a little character, right? And he's a little bean. And so his whole deal is he loves to knit. So go again, this isn't my idea, just go with it. He loves to knit. And if he's knitting and you start using your phone, he drops his needles and he can't knit. And so the whole concept is you want him to knit. He does socks, he does scarves, I'm sure he does other things, but right now all he's doing for me is socks and scarves. And you want to help this guy focus on his passion, which is knitting. And so you can set a timer, and you set a time for, let's just say 15 minutes, and you press, focus, and he'll go off and he'll do his knitting. Well, if you open your phone and start using applications, he drops his needles and he doesn't get to do his knitting. So you are distracting him by using your phone. And this is where the uniqueness of the app comes in. It's like an app that is used by not using your phone. By not using the app, you're using the app. And I think it's fantastic because I am trying to get away from my phone. I don't use it too much other than I don't have social media on my phone. I use it for making videos. I use it for posting videos. I use it for watching, and I usually watch a lot of podcasts and listen to books and music on YouTube. So I don't do a lot of distracting type stuff. It's usually long form listening to something while I'm driving. I don't really use it, but I definitely get distracted by YouTube and Netflix and Amazon Prime and all those things when I'm at home on my computer. So it's a great tool for me to use at home that I can put my phone away, but also have this reminder that I'm trying to help my friend knit. And in treating someone with respect and honoring their wishes, the whole idea is a lot of times we treat other people better than we treat ourselves. And so using that motivation to help this little bean, your little friend here, to do what he wants, you can then spend time focusing on something. And so I mentioned that I say grace, and I used it I set at least a 5 minute, I eat very fast, so I set at least a 5-minute timer. So I set 5 minutes to make sure that I'm just there, I don't have any distractions, and then I just eat. And if you tap your phone, it'll come up as a little timer on the outside, so it'll tell you how much time you have left, which is cool. I use it for meditation. I use it for writing. I'm writing a biography for someone right now, and so it's a task that a lot of times I'm like, man, this is overwhelming. It's a lot to do, and I don't even want to get started on it. But I just help my friend focus, and that allows me to then spend 30, 40 minutes doing the task. So I think that it's a very unique app because, again, it's gearing you to get away from the phone. It's an app that's based on getting you away from using your phone. And I think it's a great thing for society at large to get away from are these devices and really get into the present world around you. A lot of young people, I dated someone that had 3 kids, and I mean, that phone was attached to their hand. I'll never forget it like it was yesterday. And I was living with them, and she had one of the daughters had phone in her hand and then the trash bag in her hand. She was taking the trash out. And she gets to the door and she doesn't know, she's not going to put that phone down. And I was watching her from afar, and she was just so struggling trying to open the door because she didn't want to drop the trash, and she was definitely not going to put her phone down. And to see her try to navigate a door, these phones they're a huge addiction for a lot of people. I don't play a lot of games on my phone. Like I said, I use my phone very sparingly, but I have other addictions to other things that I need to get away from in regard to focusing. So it's a great tool, and I think it's very hopeful for me that it was the number one app for, I think, like maybe a day or a week or something. That was the article that I initially started reading about, but it beat out ChatGPT for like even a day or for a week. That's impressive to me. So there's hope, I guess, that people know that they need to get away from their phone and they're using tools, and people are creating tools like this. The other feature of the game, or the little character that you use in Focus Friend, is when he knits you things, you get to decorate his room. So that's part of, like, I guess the fun part of it is you get to personalize the room with these little things inside of it, and you make your little character happy again, like you're treating someone else. You can fulfill their wants and desires. That can then allow you to start doing some of those things for yourself. And I found it to be a very, very effective tool. I'm excited to help my friend, do his knitting and allow his life and his room and his things to grow. And in doing so, I know that if I can stay focused on the tasks around me, I'm going to be able to have those opportunities as well to grow and to have more of the things that I want in my life. And so I think it's a beautiful little game. It's my favorite thing to use right now. And like I said, I use it in all sorts of different areas: when I eat, when I meditate, when I read, when I write, and any other tasks. I'm doing a puzzle right now. It's very challenging. And so I'll set it for 10 minutes and just put my phone down and just focus on that. And I am just laser focused on that one task. But what's cool about it is because that app is on it's on my first little page as I open my phone up, it's one of the apps that's on there. It reminds me. So a lot of times, it's interesting with me, a lot of times I want to focus on the task, like with the biography. I want to do this biography, but I get overwhelmed. I want to do this puzzle, but it's very challenging, and it's straining on your brain. I want to take the path of least resistance. I want to put on a Netflix and I just want to chill. Well, when I have free time, I feel so much better after I, get that puzzle piece that I've been missing, or write, the biography. I feel so much better when I accomplish those tasks. But to start and to initiate that, a lot of times it's like pulling teeth with myself. And so when I see this little reminder on the app on my phone, and I go on my phone and I'm gonna go look for something, there's another thing that I do on my phone is I go on Amazon and I shop for pointless stuff that I don't need. I see that and I go, oh, okay, that reminds me. Maybe I should be doing the puzzle, or maybe I should be doing this, or maybe I should read instead. Boom, click that, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, and then you do that. And then once it's done, then you can play the little game and you can buy certain things with it. But I think some people are more motivated by those types of things. I like just stacking up the socks, all right? I'm stacking up those things and just building. And it's a lot of apps are like that. They have these farming apps, and they have all these apps where you build and build, and then you buy this and you build more, and you buy this and you build more. And it's just building. And I think some people intrinsically like that, right? They just like that. And I'm one of those people. So anyways, Focus Friend, great app. If you're having trouble with using your phone interrupting you or not allowing you to do some of the tasks and things that you need to do or want to do, try Focus Friend and let me know what you think of it. Like I said, it's a unique app for the world today. Most apps and most things are geared towards keeping you on your phone, keeping you scrolling, keeping you playing the game. And this is the exact opposite. And so it's heartwarming for me, hopeful, makes me hopeful for the future because people are starting to see these things are causing problems and we're addicted. Well, how can we break free of that? And people are creating apps that are creative, that are very creative, and hit, like I said, different parts of us, that caring side of things that allows you to want to care for someone else other than yourself. The growth mindset of someone that just likes to stack things up, all right, whether that's little chips in your game or coins or what have you. In this, it's socks and scarves that allow you to buy things. That's the currency in this game, but it's like money. It's like, just stacking those things up, and some people really get motivated by that. So anyways, that's the app. That's the video for today. Focus Friend.